Hello everyone. In this lecture, we are going to discuss about the scalar quantities and vector quantities. More precisely, we will have focus on vector quantities here because in electromagnetic field theory, the kind of parameter or the field vectors, field parameters that we will have to look at are the vector quantities. So let us define first of all scalar quantities. Scalar quantities are those quantities which having magnitude only. So the quantities, if they are having only magnitude, we call them as a scalar quantity. What are the example of scalar quantity? Mass is the example of scalar quantity. Then length is the example of scalar quantity. Weight is the example of scalar quantity, etc. Now moving on to the second part, what do you mean by vector quantity? So those quantities are called as vector quantities, those quantities which are not only having magnitude, not only having magnitude, but also have direction. So basically vector quantities are those quantities which are not only having the magnitude but also having the direction. So what are the example of the vector quantities? Velocity, displacement, acceleration, pressure. So these are some of the example of vector quantities. Now the next heading is what are the possible operations on vector quantities. So basically there are three types of operations, different operation possible over vector quantity, over vector quantity. So three types of operations are possible over the vector quantity. The first one is addition, the second one is subtraction, and the third and most important one is product. So basically we are going to add the vectors, we are going to subtract the vector, or we may make product of the vector. One by one we will have to see the operation of this vector quantities. Let us say first addition. So how to add the vectors, maybe two or more vector. So let's say suppose for example I am having any vector, let's say a bar. I am going to consider here any random example, let's say 2ax bar plus 3ay bar plus 4az bar. So here I have considered a vector a bar. Now how can you identify that any vector given is a vector or scalar, or any equation given is either vector or scalar? So always keep it in your mind, whenever unity vector, if you could see here ax bar, ay bar, az bar, these are the unity vectors. So whenever unity vectors available in the equation, it means the vector is a the given quantity is a vector quantity, and if these unity vectors are not at all available, then it will be a scalar quantity. Okay, so for example, what are the examples of scalar quantity? How can we write the equation? Let's say suppose x is equal to 4y. So basically this is the example of scalar quantity. If you could see here, there is no unity vectors available, but how to convert this equation into its vector quantity? So if I am writing here, let's say ay bar, any unity vector, so this is converting into the vector form, right? So whenever unity vector available in the equation, that equation is in the form of vector, and if a unity vector not at all available, it will be a scalar equation, right? So we are having the first vector a bar, and let's say we are having the another vector b bar, which is, let's say, 3ax bar plus 5ay bar plus 6az bar. Now we will have to do here vector addition. Addition means a bar plus b bar. So how to make the addition of the vector? So from this a bar and b bar, we will have to look at the common factor, that is common unity vector. So if you could see here, ax bar is common, right? And the common ax bar is common, so their coefficients are 2 plus 3, right? Similarly, plus next common value is ay bar, and here their coefficient is 3 and 5, 3 in a bar, 5 in b bar, plus 4 plus 6 az bar, right? Because az bar is common, 4 plus 6. So what will be the final value? 2 plus 3, 5 ax bar plus 8 ay bar plus 10 az bar. So this is what the way to make the addition of the two vectors. Now how to make the subtraction of the same two vector, a bar minus b bar? So instead of now 2 plus 3, it will be 2 minus 3. Listen what we are doing here, a bar minus b bar. So once again we are having common factor ax bar, then ay bar, and then az bar, right? So now we are going to make a subtraction. We are going to make a subtraction here. So a minus b, so 2 minus 3, here 2 minus 3 ax bar plus 3 minus 5, so 3 minus 5 ay bar plus 4 minus 6 az bar. So instead of plus, now minus sign will be here, right? So 2 minus 3 is how much? Minus 1 ax bar. 3 minus 5 is minus 2, right? Minus 2 ay bar. And 4 minus 6 is minus 2 az bar. This is what the way to make the subtraction of the two vector. So we have performed addition as well as subtraction operation. So both of the operations that we have seen here. Now moving on to the third, that is to make the product of the vector. How to make the product of the vector? So product of the vector means what? In between a bar and b bar, now we are going to use which sign? Product. So product is either dot product, or in between this a bar and b bar, the product may be a cross product. So there are two types of products we are going to use, either dot or cross. If it is a dot b, then it is called as dot product or scalar product. So this is called as dot product or scalar product. And if it is cross between these two vector, then it is called as vector product or cross product. So one by one we'll have to look at the definition of both of these two. So let us look at, let's say this is first and this is second, right? So let us have a look on the first, dot product. Right? So what is the definition of dot product? Now first of all, to write the definition of dot product, let us consider, suppose we are having a vector, let's say a bar, and let's say we are having one more vector b bar. Let theta be the angle between these two vectors. Okay, so how we can define now vector a bar dotted with b bar? So it is having a standard definition, mod of first vector into mod of second vector into cos of the angle between these two vectors. So what is the angle between a bar and b bar? Theta. So cos of the angle theta. This is what the standard definition of dot product. So based on different values of theta, theta may be varying from 0 to 360 degree, we will get the value of a dot b, right? So if we may consider here different cases, let's say case 1. Okay, case 1 is, if suppose theta is 0. What do you mean by this theta angle is 0? It means what? A bar and b bar, that means what? A bar is parallel to b bar, right? A bar and b bar both are collinear, or they are parallel to each other. Why? Because theta angle is 0. So when the two vectors are parallel to each other, Then what is the dot product between these two? So cos theta, theta is 0, cos 0 is 1, so it is A bar dotted with B bar. Got it, everyone? So this is what the case number 1. Now case number 2, if theta is 90 degree, what happens if theta is 90 degree? So case number 2, this is case 2, when theta is 90 degree. So when theta is 90 degree, then A dot B is equal to mod A mod B, and cos of theta, cos 90 is cos of 90. So you know cos 90 is 0, and 0 into anything is 0. So when theta is equal to 90 degree, what do you mean by theta is equal to 90 degree? It means A bar is perpendicular to B bar. So when the two vectors are perpendicular to each other, then their dot product is 0. So please keep it in your mind, when two vectors are parallel to each other, then their dot product is A dot B is equal to mod A mod B, and when the two vectors are perpendicular to each other, then their dot product is 0. So whenever the dot product is 0 between the two vectors, it means these two vectors are perpendicular to each other. So this is case 2. Okay, there may be one more case possible. Let's say case 3, when theta is equal to 180 degree. What does it means? It means A bar is opposite to B bar, means A bar is going in the direction exactly opposite to the direction of B bar. Okay, it's just like this, is if A bar is moving this way, then B bar is moving this way. So the angle between these two is 180 degree. So when the A bar and B bar are opposite to each other, then dot product between these two is mod of A bar mod of B bar and cos of angle 180. So cos pi means what? Cos 180 is minus 1. So therefore A bar dotted with B bar is equal to mod of A bar mod of B bar, and cos 180 is minus 1. So A dot B is equal to minus mod of A into mod of B. So these three cases you must need to know. So this is all about the dot product. Now let us move ahead and look at the cross product. Okay, so moving on to the next definition, that is cross product. So how to define the cross product? This is very important now. So for that purpose, I am going to consider here one plane. Let's say we are having this particular plane. Okay, let's say we are having this particular plane. Let this be vector B bar and this be vector A bar. Okay, and let theta is the angle between vector A bar and B bar. The angle is started from vector A bar and it will be ending to the vector A bar, right? So now how can we define the cross product? A bar cross with B bar. So the standard definition of cross product is mod of first vector mod of second vector sine of the angle between the two vector A bar and B bar, that is sine theta, into, this is very important now, unity vector an bar. Now what is this unity vector an bar? So an bar is the unity vector, it is the unity vector which showing direction which is perpendicular to the plane. an bar showing what? It's a unity vector. Unity vector का काम क्या होता है? It is always showing the direction, which is, this direction is perpendicular to the plane in which both vector A bar and B bar lying. So what is that plane? If you could see, this is the plane in which both vector A bar and B bar is lying. So we will have to draw here a perpendicular direction, and this an bar is the direction which is perpendicular to the plane. So A n bar, don't forget to write. So what is the definition of cross product? A cross B is mod A mod B sine theta into A n bar. So this unity vector must be there, and what it suggests? It suggests the direction which is perpendicular to the plane in which both of the vectors are lying. Now we will have to consider here different cases. Okay, what are the, once again same case. Let's say case 1. Case 1, when theta is 0. Theta is 0 means what? When vector A bar and B bar are parallel to each other. So when theta is 0, A bar and B bar parallel to each other, so sine 0 is 0. 0 into anything is 0. That means what? A cross B is equal to 0. Right? A cross B is equal to 0. So when the two vectors are parallel to each other, then their cross product is 0. So always keep it in your mind, when this condition is happen when A bar is parallel to B bar. So when the two vectors are parallel to each other, then their cross product is 0. And यहाँ पे क्या लिखा था हमने? When two vectors are perpendicular to each other, then their dot product is 0. So if the dot product is 0, means two vectors are perpendicular to each other, and if the cross product is 0, it means two vectors are parallel to each other. Okay, so these are this is what the case which is related to the cross product one should have to know. Okay, now I wanted to tell you here one case, like if in the case of dot product we can write here, I am going to write for dot product. Let's have a look. We can write A dot B is equal to B dot A. Why? Because if the definition of A dot B is mod A mod B cos theta, A dot B is mod A mod B cos theta, and therefore if we write B dot A, then it is once again mod B mod A cos theta. So A dot B is B dot A, but A cross B is not B cross A. A cross B is not B cross A. Why? Because it depends upon this direction A n bar. Okay, now how to find out the direction A n bar? So to find out the value of direction A n bar, we will have to use a screw rule. We will have to use here a screw rule. So that's why I am going to put up here one screw, and then I am going to revolve this screw. Okay, so if I am, let us say, saying A cross B, means my vector is starting. Okay, so I am going to draw here a diagram for A cross B. So for that I am taking a fresh page for that. So have a look, everyone. I'm taking a fresh page for this. So let's say this is my plane. Let's say this is A bar and this is B bar, whatever you wanted to write. And let's say this is angle theta. So angle is started from B and it will be ending to the A. Okay, so what we are going to consider, the product of A cross with B. Okay, so what is the definition? It is mod A mod B sine theta, and is it A n bar? So what is, how to decide the direction? Direction means it is perpendicular to this plane. So if you could see, is it plus an or minus an? So we are going to place here one screw. Okay, and we are going to move this screw in this theta direction. Okay, so since theta is moving in which direction? Clockwise direction. So therefore this screw is also rotated in clockwise. So if this screw is rotated in clockwise direction, what happens? It will be penetrated inside. So it will be going in the downward direction. So what does it mean? That direction is not plus an bar, then it will be minus an. It is this an bar is actually going in the downward direction. Why? Because we have used here a screw rule. Since theta is varying, it is going from B to A, so therefore from clockwise direction this screw will be going in downward direction. So therefore direction here is minus an bar. So therefore A cross B is minus of mod of A mod of B sine theta A n bar. Right? Now let me find out the value of B cross A bar. So similar, I can consider the similar plane here. Just have a look. Same figure. This is my vector A bar and this is my vector B bar, and this be the angle theta which is varying, which is started from B and ending to the A. Now B bar cross A bar is mod of B bar mod of second vector A bar, then sine of the angle theta, and is it plus an or minus an. So for that I am going to put up here one screw, and I can move it in which direction. Sorry, one thing I forgot to tell you here. See what I have written here, A cross B, right? A cross B. So what does it mean? It means the angle is actually started from point A and it will be ending to the point B. So this is not the direction. This is what the direction. It is from A to B. Sorry, I forgot this. It is from A to B. So the angle is starting from A and it will be ending to B. So it means it is anti-clockwise direction. So if we move this screw in anti-clockwise direction, it will be moving in upward direction. This is not minus an, then it will be plus an bar. Okay, and if it is B cross A, so it means this screw is now moving in the clockwise direction. So if the screw is moving in the clockwise direction, then it means it is moving in the downward direction. So it will be then minus an bar. That's why we can write here minus an bar. So B cross A is minus B bar mod A bar sine theta A n bar. So if we compare this equation 1 with equation 2, we can write A cross B as minus B cross A. Rest of the parameters are same, if you could see. Mod A mod B, mod A mod B, sin theta here, an bar here, यहाँ पे plus था, यहाँ पे minus है बस. So it means what? A cross B is equal to minus B cross A. Is this clear? So always keep it in your mind. Whenever we are writing A cross B, means the angle is starting from A and it will be ending to B. If we are writing B cross A, so the angle is starting from B and it will be ending to the A. Accordingly, we can choose the direction of an bar. Is it plus or minus? So this is all about cross product. It is also called as vector product. In the next lecture, we are going to look at the numericals of dot product and cross product. Thank you.